In the glowing land of Luminara, where sunlight kissed the marble towers and moonlight shimmered on silver lakes, a royal celebration once filled the skies with joy. The king and queen had finally been blessed with a daughter, a princess, born under a rare celestial eclipse. But when they looked into the cradle, they saw nothing. The baby girl was invisible. Though she cried, cooed, and held her mother's finger, her body could not be seen. The royal healers and sages were baffled. Some said it was a curse, others called it a divine mystery. Afraid of public panic and ridicule, the king ordered that the child be hidden from the world. Only a trusted few knew of her existence. She was named Princess Isla, the unseen flower of the kingdom. Isla grew up in the palace gardens, under the care of the kind old gardener, Master Rowan, who treated her not as a ghost, but as a bright, living soul. She played with the wind, sang with the birds, and whispered her secrets to the rose bushes that bloomed wherever she walked. Her laughter was like bells, and her presence was soft as petals. Though none could see her, everyone could feel when she was near. But the palace remained silent about her. She wasn't mentioned in public festivals. Her name wasn't in the scrolls. Her portrait was never painted. The queen wept quietly in her chamber, aching to hold her daughter without fear. The king, burdened by pride, told himself that the kingdom would not understand, and so he shut the truth away. One summer evening, a young knight named Sir Amir, newly appointed to the royal guard, wandered into the hidden garden. He heard a girl's voice, gentle and musical, but saw no one. At first, he thought it was a trick, but then he saw the way the roses turned, how the wind gathered around one empty spot, and when the voice laughed at his confusion, he laughed too. From that day on, Sir Amir returned every evening. He and Isla shared stories, thoughts, and dreams. He never once asked her why she was invisible. He simply accepted her, and slowly, Isla bloomed in his presence like the flowers she tended. But beyond the palace walls, darkness stirred. A cruel sorceress named Morgana, exiled years ago for her lust for power, returned with a threat. "Give me the crown, or all your heirs shall vanish forever." The king was shaken. He had no heir, at least not one the people knew of. But when Sir Amir learned of the danger, he stood before the king and spoke the truth. "There is an heir, and she is ready." The court erupted in disbelief. But the queen stood up, tears in her eyes, and finally said, "Yes, my daughter lives, and her heart is stronger than any blade." Isla stepped into the throne room. Though no one could see her, her voice echoed like silver across the hall. "I am Isla, daughter of this land. I do not need to be seen to serve. I only need to be heard." Morgana arrived that night, cloaked in storm clouds. She laughed at the idea of an invisible girl saving the kingdom, but Isla did not falter. She spoke of love, of courage, and of unity. She reminded the people that strength is not always visible, and that what is hidden is not always weak. Then, something happened. As Isla raised her hands, the wind rose with her. Light burst from the ground like stars. The people gasped, not in fear, but awe, for slowly, Isla's figure began to take form. Her hair glistened like night rain. Her eyes were dawn itself, and her skin shimmered with the light of 1,000 moons. The curse shattered. Morgana shrieked and vanished in smoke. The kingdom was saved, and Princess Isla, no longer hidden, was embraced by her people with joy and pride. She ruled not with might, but with wisdom, gentleness, and truth. And though she had been invisible for much of her life, she became the most beloved ruler Luminara had ever known. For she had taught them this: what matters most is not how others see you, but how brightly your soul chooses to shine.